Welcome back to the channel, guys. In today's video we are going to once again talk about Mortal Kombat 1, and in this video we are going to highlight something on the Mortal Kombat Leaks subreddit page. And I have to say, this post is absolutely insane because of the amount of work this individual must have put in order to come up with the details that they did. Reddit user RareBit was able to construct what appears to be the entire story expansion for Mortal Kombat 1, and RareBit was able to do this by using the Datamined in-game dialogue. I will leave a link in the description for you guys for the in-game character dialogue, so feel free to check it out. Before we jump into this constructed story mode expansion, I did mention it earlier, but I'll say it again. This summary is derived from actual in-game dialogue that was datamined. This means two things. One, there is for certain going to be a story expansion for Mortal Kombat 1, and two, this summary by RareBit may be extremely accurate to what the actual story expansion may be. So with that said, I gotta do it, but this is your potential spoiler warning. Okay, let's jump into this story summary. It is going to be extremely long, so I hope you guys will bear with me while I read through it. We've had data miners uncover partial dialogue for what looks like an upcoming story expansion for Mortal Kombat 1. You can read the whole thing here. I have tried to make sense of the story and summarize it, but keep in mind that we only have snippets of dialogue, no description of action or fight scenes. It is not the complete dialogue. We have whole characters and a lot of context missing. We don't know if it is the final script and if there might be changes to come. With all that said, here is the first scene. It is the mid-credits stinger of the main campaign, a version of Havoc which is a Titan and a Timekeeper in his timeline, accompanied by his Chaos version of Kenshi. They are seen at the steps of Shang Tsung's temple admiring the carnage, promising an even greater one coming soon. Sub-Zero is talking with the Master Armorer of the Lin Kuei, also the son of the previous armorer. Almost certainly this is Sector, who has produced a powerful armor. Sub-Zero has gathered that Kuai Liang and his Shirai Ryu will be attending Kuai's wedding at the Wuxi Academy in the Shaolin Temple, and he intends to surprise attack them there. Kenshi, Johnny Cage, and Raiden are attending Kuai and Harumi's wedding. Raiden seems to be facilitating the wedding. The wedding is attacked by Sub-Zero and the Lin Kuei, who are using some new technology. Johnny compares it to, quote, mecha anime. The Shirai Ryu were betrayed by an unidentified female character. Signs point to it being Frost, other possibilities being a female version of Cyrax or Sector, as well as Serena. Harumi, the Shaolin, and the guests fight off the Lin Kuei. Bi-Han, the female traitor, and possibly another Lin Kuei are captured. Kuai wants to kill the female traitor, but Harumi begs him to spare her, knowing she has been deceived by Bi-Han's lies. They ultimately decide to turn them in to Liu Kang and Empress Mileena. Mileena wants to execute the prisoners for their crimes against Outworld. And note, Bi-Han was revealed to have broken General Shao and Reiko out of prison in the intro dialogues. Liu Kang is trying to convince Mileena to show mercy. They are attacked by Titan Havoc with Chaos Warriors from his own timeline. He reveals he fought on Shang Tsung's side on his pyramid. After learning about other timelines existing, he wanted to have his timeline fight against every other timeline. This Havoc is different from the Freedom Fighter in Liu Kang's timeline and only desires chaos. In the following battle, Tanya and Chameleon fend the attackers and the traitor helps them, but Havoc and his Chaos Warriors manage to kidnap Garrus and Bi-Han. There is a mention of special weapons that might indicate the Lin Kuei's new technology. Havoc reveals to Bi-Han why he kidnapped Garrus. He intends to use his reality-shaping relics, the Kamidogu, and infuse them with Garrus's time crystals, allowing them to affect other timelines. Garrus is the only being who has lived through all previous timelines, so he has the building block of every timeline. Havoc has a coliseum where combatants from various timelines are pitted against one another for his amusement, but he has other plans for Bi-Han. He intends to elevate him into chaos. Scorpion, together with the traitor and another person, which could be another Lin Kuei member, are sent to retrieve Geras from Havoc's timeline. The Empress and her entourage remain in Outworld to fend off Shao's rebellion. In Havoc's timeline, and just for context, it seems like a majority of this story expansion takes place in Titan Havoc's timeline. We see a version of Johnny Cage called Jonathan Cage, who was an American soldier fighting the Nazis in France during World War II. He mentions that his major was called Blade. He is captured by Chaos versions of Baraka and Ermac, who are trying to get him to spill information about the rebellion he's leading against Havoc in this timeline. Scorpion and his companions come and help Johnny fend off the attackers. Also, there is a version of Rain. He and Tanya became emperors of Outworld in their timeline after they rose against and took down previous despotic emperors, Li Mei and Reiko. They used to have gladiator fights for pleasure similar to Titan Havoc. Both World War II Jonathan's and Rain's timelines were merged with Havoc's. They organized an attack on Havoc's citadel, but it failed. Rain's wife Tanya was captured. They see Tanya at the arena in Havoc's Coliseum. They intend to sneak in and carry out a surprise attack, but Havoc uses Chaos Kenshi's blade and notices them, catches them, and brings them out in the arena. Tanya and Rain are made to fight against Ashura and possibly Natara, and then Sindel and Shao, who are married. Meanwhile, World War II Johnny, Scorpion, and the female traitor escape into a tunnel, but it just leads to a maze. It has an ever-changing route and is full of death traps and lethal enemies. Rain and Tanya are made to fight against the former emperors, Li Mei and Reiko, who they disposed in their own timelines. They defeat them, but Havoc rewinds the victory and says he will do that until they finish them. Forced by Havoc, they kill their enemies, Li Mei and Reiko. Rain sacrifices himself to hold off incoming enemies, allowing Tanya to escape. World War II Johnny and Scorpion are traversing the maze. Scorpion seems glad to have taken the female traitor with them, indicating that she might have saved their life from danger. Tanya is talking to someone else who has armor, so possibly someone with a Lin Kuei tech suit. They are bypassing obstacles while Havoc is surveying them from afar. Tanya comes across the dragon Orin, who is being held captive by Chaos Melina. She fights Chaos Melina and Kitana in order to free the dragon. Tanya frees Orin and talks to her in dragon speech. Orin opens a door for her. Meanwhile, Kenshi is reading Tanya's thoughts but does not understand the language she is using. Tanya and Orin meet with Scorpion, World War II Johnny, and the female traitor. Orin transports them to a place in Havoc's citadel that Tanya points out. Orin has her powers drained by Havoc, so the group leaves her, promising to come back for her later. World War II Johnny also says that he feels dizzy. Tanya reveals that she spent months posing as one of Havoc's minions to gather intelligence for the resistance. She takes the group to Havoc's Foundry. There are narrow pathways where you can fall to your death, and narrowly, someone saves Scorpion from falling down. The group is stopped by a Liu Kang who belongs to some brotherhood which aims to spread anarchy. He is defeated. Afterwards, Bi-Han appears, twisted by Havoc's magic and wearing black clothes. Bi-Han is subdued, but they spare his life. He refuses to cooperate with them. Inside the Foundry, they find the Kamidogu draining Geras' time crystals. They gather the relics and together with Bi-Han and Geras, go back to their own timeline. An enraged Havoc gathers minions and goes after them. Now we are back in the original Liu Kang's timeline. Liu Kang sends Scorpion with the others to transport the Kamidogu to the Temple of Elements, where they will be out of Havoc's reach. Liu Kang does his best to mend Bi-Han's mind, telling him that it's not shameful that he wasn't able to withstand the influence of a Titan. Questioning him, he gathers that Havoc is familiar with Liu Kang's defenses and has some means to spread chaos to the realms. Liu Kang's timeline is attacked by Havoc and his minions. While quarreling, Bi-Han and Kuai Liang are attacked by Chaos Scorpion and Chaos Sub-Zero. Apparently Bi-Han kills both of them, much to Kuai and Liu Kang's dismay, since they could have questioned Chaos Scorpion and Chaos Sub-Zero. Liu Kang with his champions depart for Ying Valley. Havoc with Chaos Kenshi and his son, Chaos Takeda, meet with Liu Kang's forces. There seems to be a fight. Johnny remarks that they are fighting math, and I think this is a reference to Empress Tanya of this timeline saying Argus's name, and Johnny hearing Abacus, I'm guessing, instead, hence fighting math. Not the best joke, but maybe it will play out better on screen. Moving on, Havoc remarks that like always, it comes down to a fight between titans, and he always wins. Bi-Han's ego again gets the better of him and he disobeys Liu Kang again. Havoc is defeated by Bi-Han and Liu Kang has to stop Bi-Han from killing him because destroying Havoc could wipe out his whole timeline out of existence, killing innocent people. For their effort in saving the timeline, Bi-Han and the female traitor are spared from Mileena's punishment. The Lin Kuei are warned against any further transgressions. One of the unidentified Lin Kuei is made the new Lin Kuei Grand Master. Bi-Han is left to reside at the Temple of Elements while Liu Kang studies Havoc's magic. Scorpion forgives the traitor after she has saved his life and he realizes he unfairly judged her. After all, she was just believing Bi-Han's lies as he had before for so many years. He gives her an invitation to his wedding. And that, my friends, is the constructed Mortal Kombat 1 expansion DLC. Like I said, very long, but plot-wise not bad. I also did end up reading through the entire character dialogue that Rarebit used to create this story, and this story does add up. Granted, there are some missing dialogue and missing characters, but this story expansion was very well done. And I wouldn't be surprised if the actual DLC plays very similarly to this constructed one by Rarebit. But with that said, thank you guys for staying with me and listening to me read through this entire thing. As always, leave your comments down below letting me know your thoughts and opinions. What do you guys think about this story expansion? If you guys enjoyed the video or found it informative, consider leaving a like. It really helps the channel out. For more content on Mortal Kombat and other video game news, leaks, and updates, subscribe to the channel as well. Till next time, I'll catch you guys in the next video.